Alright, so I completely forgot to press record, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just skip through this, all this stuff, blah 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 blah. Wait, shit, actually, you know what? It would be smart to go through it. I'm just gonna... I don't even know why I thought going through it fast was a good idea. I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of give a, like, just a normal voiceover for now. You know what? I'll try to see if I can match up my audio to it. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call on most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here, sir. Yeah. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? Yeah, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. Pal, this is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Yeah, see? I'm sorry. Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. A body has been discovered. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Okay, I think I'm good now. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Oh yeah, dead body. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? No, let's... Oh my god, almost said listening. Skip it. I think I could probably remember that. Maybe. Shit. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added to court record. This spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Yes, Your Honor. This case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Do we have to? Oh, God. Will the witness declare her name? Oh, God. Here we go.
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
God! Your name, please.
How dare you? No need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please! Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. Try my name. So when I took out Oldbag, I'm going to be just... You can believe it, but there's this only new company class. You can my Oldbag watch. Cry, you see, I press on him, see?
No objection! I object to witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
Now let's just get into the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony, which is the good part, in my opinion. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
Yes, see? And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag, I'll say that. Witness's account.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station.
Media go cringy fangirl. What? I did not read that. No, I did not read that. I'm gonna ignore that.
I was at the main gate from then until 5.
What kind of a freaking title is that for your Discover page on Snapchat? What? Who the hell says that? Man, that sounds like Ben Shapiro.
No, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right?
No, no offense to Ben Shapiro, but it's like I've seen so many memes of him. Oh god. Yeah, why are we lagging? Why? Ugh. God damn it. Now I really have to pay attention to this because this thing is just wants to freaking freak up and all that crap.
Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. Got my little smirk. I'm such a rascal.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Ew, I'm gonna cross-examine you so hard. Oh god, this sounds gross. Wait, I take it back, I take it back.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the Hold it.
So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio.
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate. No. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You'd need an employee card key to get in.
Right. The card key that I have. So what she's saying is, no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
Pearl Hammer and the actor molded.
A run-through?
They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were used to the afternoon for practice. Oh, wait. And we're to use the afternoon for practice. There we go. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there afternoon?
Well, I had to merit to run that morning. You know how it is, old people and that stuff.
What kind of
errands? Did you finish those errands? Did you finish those errands? Did you finish those errands? No, I didn't finish those errands and I'll never will be. Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question, because I don't know.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing,
Can I actually... Come on, I want to use this for a thumbnail, man. Is there a way to actually get rid of this? Nope. Nope. Square. Triangle. Circle. Oh! Observing! Were you supposed to be at the guard station? Bop, 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 bop.
No. Aw. Dang it. I can't get rid of the thing. I wanted a thumbnail. Whippersnapper, I told you I lost the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never miss one in all my years. Well, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too.
You could quit being a spear medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
Let's not do that, Maya. I need you here. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to guard station. Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
I was at the main gate from 10 until 5. All day long.
So you were watching the whole time there? No breaks? Not even a second.
Of course! I am a professional, you know. Why are you criticizing how I do my job? Whippersnapper.
No, just after seeing you eat those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch you get any donuts at the same time. Snipper Whapper. Snipper Whapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick.
Why don't you raise an objection? So, the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? As I looked with my beady old eyes.
How did you know that? Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked and talked some more. Then I had him right where I wanted him with my poison donuts. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Oh god. Poor Detective Gumshoe, getting ratted out by a security guard.
Interesting to me because I've turned my walk right into
2 o'clock? You sure?
Sure, I spit.
What? Who says that? Well, who was the man?
Early, you should try not to get so excited at your rage. You might strain something.
Woman, we're about the same damn age, so shut it.
Now, don't get your skivvies all in the butt. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers. That man right there, and he was headed towards the studio.
Hold on. Are you two the same age? Let me see. Can I? Oh, I can check. Oh, yeah. Duh. I can now. Oh, I don't know how. Of course. Jack Emerald's 37. Penny Nichols 18. Of course, I don't know how old she is. So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Dick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
You did that just so I know that he wasn't there, didn't you? Hold on. Walk right by me at 2 p.m. Wait, what are you supposed to use? Am I supposed to use it here? I kind of forgot.
Nick, doesn't she seem like she's enjoying this a little too much?
Windbag's love gossiping about other people's misfortunes.
Can't you get her kicked somewhere else?
Now wait. Yes.
Am I supposed to present this?
I am. Oh. Let me get this straight, Oldbag. Miss Oldbag. You're old, you got it? You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo.
No, you can't see it. It's mine.
What is this exactly?
None of your business, that's what. Got your ass.
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers has played the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
Yeah, I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Mr. Witness. Oldie McOlderson. He's having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Huh, nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Wait, you entered surprise. The prosecutor would like to ask you, the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How does it know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. God!
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edward speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. The man in the photo.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture.
Excuse me. Oh, damn.
You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I know it was Powers. Happy?
I don't even know about that because it doesn't even look like it fits him properly. So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals like a pig. Okay, anyway, the man in the photo.
I'm never saying anything on me, mind you. Whippersnapper. Hey, I haven't said anything yet. I have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. You today, always lying about each other, pointing fingers this and that way. It's definitely making only you want to cry.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness.
I think Edgeworth has made his match.
Can I at least just... Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's a steel samurai, yes we know. And poor old Hammer, Devil Magistrate, yes we know. And me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing. Not drawing out the mouth or anything like that.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then?
I saw Powers trip and fall with my smirk.
Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the steel samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Do what? Yeah, let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. Still, she didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
He broke one of the props, it was a mess.
He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Jot, 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 jot. Samurai spear, the murder weapon. Breaking the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Okay.
I'm barely sprained his ankle for bed.
I want to know though. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot? Okay. I think we've heard enough, haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is the steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. A witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure? You're sure, Your Honor? Well, if it were me, I would most definitely object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. You foolish, foolish fools. They're foolishly foolish. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony?
Please. No need to ask twice.
Witness's account.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30, true? PM? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine a witness.
Well, thank you, Your Honor. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 PM, right?
Yeah.
How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I made notice to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see that Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Unfortunately, the may get him in trouble in the next salary meeting. Excuse me.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody's suspicious looking. Right.
But no one else went there. Oh, okay.
What about before you got to the car station, huh?
You mean before 1 o'clock? Why? Everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy?
Oh, the winning back sure has balls. What? What? What?
I don't remember this being a part of the original translation.
It'll be froze again, cramp.
Boy, computer, you love messing with me today, don't you? You love just making my job harder. Doing whatever crap you're doing.
Or, well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Huh.
Is it this again?
It is.
Hold on. Look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh.
One more time. I had to run back the song in my head. That's why I paused right there. I'm sorry. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate from the studios. For the studios, correct?
Yes, sir, Sonny.
So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
In here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
What am I, Johnny 2x4? Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo numero dos.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. October 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photograph numero dos.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Order. Please tell the court what you mean about this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there was only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
And you watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw like that was Wolf Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
No, I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Oh, Angie boy, help!
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
Uh-oh.
Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
That's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Oh my god.
I see. Your testimony, please.
The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I say this was a turn pretty unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
The other person.
Every day after physical cartoons, I have one other important job to do. What's that?
Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at everyone and the photos that the camera takes.
Do you back up all of the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating.
What?
Lord have mercy. I must have a case of the vapors. Because I was looking at some incompetent fool who's at the desk of a security desk. Security lady, numero uno, supposed to be taking care of security, doing her job. So incompetent at that. Oh.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces. For the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking whooper on front of him, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it now,
well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy? And Chum Chum?
Those are my fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me.
Oh. I get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. Real freaks, yeah? Oh my god.
They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
But wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
Oh.
The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's why they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children.
Oh, that's why she said whippersnappers. Kids. So on the photo that you erased,
it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
I don't think we did, but I mean, sure, why not?
October 18th, 11:08 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick, but what are we gonna do?
First, we pray for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, It's time.
Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Oh damn, that was fast. The time for deliberation is over. Get your asses back in here. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. Mr. Edgeworth, we present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter. The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The older person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo you have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts. The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Well, if you're gonna do that right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and save the game. So how do you feel about that shit, huh? Do you hate that shit? I hope you do, because I hate you.
I don't actually, but...
I was gonna say facetious, but that's not what I mean. I was just being dramatic.
Huh. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder?
Oh, what is this? Oh, you could save right here too. Oh, shit.
Maybe, well, I mean... Fuck, man. Maybe he didn't want me to do the assistant girl.
But then I'll feel bad. Because I know Oldbag's gonna deny if I do her, maybe.
It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture was really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, uh-oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Powers and poor Hammer were the road and run through, blah blah blah, oh and me. What about the assistant? Blah 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 blah. The assistant knew nothing of Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. Ugh! That kind of takes the legs out from under that case. Are you serious? Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. It's fine, it's not over yet. Nah, fuck. I'm manning up. The only other person who would have known about the injury. No, you know, I'm manning up. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Oh! The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that Mordec's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper.
That should have been obvious from the beginning, me. I don't know why I didn't get that.
Order. Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? It's Miss Oldbag to you. No, I think that's Mr. Judge to you. I make the rules around here, bitch. Miss Oldbag was standing ground guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. U-G-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. You ugly. She could have briefly left her pros to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1 the scene of the murder. Well, why'd she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simply, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in this costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Even though you got it wrong in the first place, we're not going to talk about that. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes, the second baby. Interesting. Because later on in the series, a certain character comes up That's interesting. I never knew this was here, but knowing about another game in this series, oh, that's so cool! That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Does he usually jump up with an objection to some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? What? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you don't think I did it? Is that it? Itchy boy, don't just sit there. Do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this whole... Press right there. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Prowse a suspect in this case can be used to catch down Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
Poor Hammer. You forget that Mr. Prowse likes a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 second stops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright. That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and meet your Elmer's Day, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Wait, we do? Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. Is it this, or is it this? Take that! Your Honor, the murder weapon was a samurai spear. Oh, thank God. Okay, so it's combining them. That very severe. I don't know why I'm laughing. The very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy... What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before I continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Well, wait a second. What? I'm not going to just sit here while you run up barking off the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what's this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? What? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify.
Come up in this black looking extra fly. Till the day I die. You gonna touch the sky. You gonna touch the sky, baby girl. Testify. Too bad Kanye West is kinda messed up. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of this murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Wait, what? Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
My lips were sealed.
Well, unseal them. So you were told not to talk.
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Excuse me. Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. You're in on it.
Wait, all? Who's all? Well, who are these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Oh, of course. You know what, that would make sense.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
It's a Studio 2. There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
That's right, we couldn't because of the pathway was blocked. The path where the monkey's head was falling over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... I mean, if they're gonna say this, we probably did, yeah. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at the Global Studios that day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hope that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. So close. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. For real this time, right? No one else is gonna interject? Good. Time to get me a turkey sandwich. October 18th, 1:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. So thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really, it's nothing. Oh, or should I?
What? Why'd you sniff? Why you sniff? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take off the pressure from Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag.
It's Oldbag.
I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Oh, well, there's a to be continued. But we are done. Yes. Right there.